Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. No, it's still morning. 11:21. Yeah, I know it's been a while. Again, it just things haven't been working out that great lately. Had a pretty significant loss in the family in the past. It's been almost 3 weeks now, so I wasn't really in any mood to do or go out and film and do all that kind of stuff. And it was probably one of the closer ones that I've ever lost in the family before. Yeah, I've lost uncles and aunts and cousins and whatnot, but I haven't lost a grandparent before, so that one was rough. And especially being that I've lived with my grandparents my whole life pretty much, so yeah, it was pretty rough. But yeah, that's the explanation of why I haven't been around. That, and I'm on holidays right now, and there's been a few times that I've come out here. Sorry, I had an interruption, or what I was I was expecting to be an interruption, but anyways, I'm on holidays right now, and I've been out to the tracks a few times, not for long periods of time, but I came out here yesterday and I didn't see a fucking thing. I didn't hear nothing, not a thing. And then I thought that my camera was ruining my SD card, so I was a bit concerned about that. And then it just turned out I put the wrong SD card in there, and I thought it was another one, and I thought all my footage was just gone, and it wasn't, so that's nice. But the SD card that I put in there was so small that I could barely fit anything on it, video wise. It was the week that I was off for my grandfather. Yeah, I know you're probably thinking, oh my god, a week? You took a week off work? Well, yeah. But anyways, I was standing on the overpass by Galt train station, and I knew something was coming, so I wanted to get a shot of it coming towards me while I was up on the overpass. And of course, any other time it would be like here and gone, just like that. Blink of an eye, it's gone. But it was windier than fuck. I'm standing up there and I'm waiting. It turns out to be H72, the Toyota train. And he sat at the switch to get onto the Waterloo sub, sat there forever. But eventually he ended up moving, and I just got a green signal. And they got these fucking things here again, so the shots down here aren't going to be that good. But yeah, he ended up coming. And he was slow. I'm going to try to show you the footage here. If you've seen it, then that means that I was able to do it. If you don't see it, then I didn't do it. But yeah, he's going slow and all that. And I'm sure the wind noise is just horrendous. But it was just how it was that day. I don't get up on that overpass often. I used to stand up there and wait a little bit, but it was nice when they were doing construction up there. They had the section that was closed off where you were standing, so you didn't have vehicles speeding right by you. But now the construction's done, so everybody's just flying by you, and it's just annoying. I'm just waiting for the day somebody honks their horn at me and scares the shit out of me. But yeah, I'm on holidays. The boss thought that I said either this week or next week, but I told him 2 weeks, and he was like, oh my god, 2 weeks? So yeah, he knew. It's not the first time, though. I remember one time he thought I quit, and then the other time he thought that, what do you call it? He texted me saying, oh, should I put you down for abandonment? And I'm like, I'm on holidays, for fuck's sakes. Like, anyways, I'm gonna guess that's a Via. Probably. I haven't heard anything on the radio yet. I haven't heard anything on this one either. There was a lot of stuff going on this one last night. Some sort of field fire and then a building fire. It's craziness. But I think I'm gonna learn how to program these things myself. They're very notorious for being very difficult, but whatever. The only thing that's concerning with these is that you obviously plug the programming cable into there, but if it ends up getting disconnected or you lose power or anything like that while it's in the middle of programming, you have the potential to do what's called bricking this thing, which is basically ruining it. And it's useless. And that's why they call it bricking, because it just turns into a big brick. And I don't really want that to happen. So I got one at home that I think I can mess around with whenever I get around to trying. Right now I'm not, but it would be nice to know. And later on today, I think we're gonna take a drive up to Sports World Crossing, where the Dave Rock studio used to be. I went and got tires there for my truck on Saturday, and on the way back, we were driving down the 401, and I happened to look over where the studio was, and it's gone. When I got home, I was able to find the realtor ad for the rental, because I guess they're gonna rent out the space that they used to be in, and they want $18 a square foot. Holy fuck. Yeah, 50 Sports World Crossing Road, Sports World Crossing Road, unit number East 210, Kitchener, Ontario. I've been there, so I know exactly where it is. But the cool thing is that I'm going to try to get a screen recording here so I can put it in the video instead of you guys just looking at me. You can kind of do like a virtual tour around the studio here, and they had a nice little lounging area. You can tell though that things were in the middle of getting packed up and cleaned up. Apparently there's somebody working there. I had no idea about that. Well, that's not really good evidence there, but yeah, if you come this way past the foosball tables here, I remember that. I think they had a pool table when I was there, though. Go down this hallway here. I remember there was one room somewhere. I think it was right there, yeah, the recording studio, which you can't get into. Or can you? Oh, yeah, you can. This is where they made all their promos and stuff, I think. I think the promo... Son of a bitch, it just froze on me. Here we go. Let's get back out here. I think what they recorded in there was the... I'll show you it after the tour, but I've played a few of them before. This is the 91.5 The Beat Studio. I never listened to that station because as far as I'm concerned, they played crap. Justin Bieber and all that kind of shit. So, yeah, that's 91.5 The Beat. When I was there for a tour there, I got brought in there and said hello to their hosts. Over here is a different kind of studio. Also, when I was there, I got brought into here. I can't exactly remember what they told me this one was for, but you can do a show right there, as you can see. And you come out here. This is kind of the Dave Rock side of things. I remember over here, yeah, there's the old bus stop ads there. I don't know if you see those around. If you come around here, this is where my buddy Daryl's desk was. I think it was right there, right in this corner. But you can see everything's getting packed up. There's another bus stop advertisement there. And then some pretty old signage up there. That's pretty cool. He actually gave me a jersey when I was there. I asked for like a bumper sticker or license plate border or whatever. It just went too far. And he just, here, take this. He handed me a Dave, back then when it was called Dave FM jersey. Had that logo on it, the bottom one there. That's the newest one right there on the bus stop ad. I keep trying to show you something, but it's not going to let me. So here's the server room. And it's a lot bigger than I thought it was when I was originally there. But you can tell they're even taking shit down from there. Got a whole bunch of stuff packed up here. Yeah, just all servers. But let's get into the place everybody wants to see. Right over here. Right there. This is the Dave Rock studio. I remember I got a picture sitting in that chair with that microphone. And I got a picture of me standing with Daryl and Jesse in front of this glass back when they put signs up on there. Waterloo Brewing, no longer their studio sponsor. I think as soon as they got rid of the Morning Buzz, Waterloo Brewing gave them the boot. But there's some stuff there. Awesome view at the window. I'm going to try to, when we go there today, get some footage. I think they have all the blinds closed though. Yeah, and we come back out here. You can go into this office here. I think they got a bunch of shit stored in there. Yeah, there's some stuff there. Oh, yeah, there it is. Somebody had their tires stored there too. Then you come back out here. Some more desks. Just piled with shit. What a shame. I think right there, right in this spot, Daryl had to do a breathalyzer for some sort of impaired driving thing. They had him drink all night and all morning for some sort of thing like that. I remember that going on. This office I was never brought into. I'm assuming it's the boss's office. I don't know. And then you come over here. And that's the door that you would have came in. Let's take a speed run to the front desk. It's quite a long walk from here. But I remember going through all here. I remember all this. It was back in, I want to say 2018. I was able to do this. I remember that. The Eliminator. Some more offices. Let's go back. It's a very, very slow walk. It's a nice spot though. Nice, be a nice workspace. Lucky bastards. And yeah, then you come out here. This is the front desk. Front entrance kind of thing. I remember being brought up here and was told if you ever win a contest or anything, this is where you had to go. So anyways, I know most of you probably don't even give a shit about that, because all I ever hear is, oh, I don't listen to the radio anymore. I do, and I think it was a nice important local thing that we had back when everybody was local. Morning Buzz, Mike Devine, Simon McGee, Craig Fee, all them guys. Dylan Lindsay. I don't know if they're local now. I'm kind of skeptical on them saying that they're still in Kitchener. They might be. I don't know. I don't know where they are now. But since Taz and Jim are getting broadcast all the way from London to Hamilton, I have a feeling that some of these new hosts that they have aren't in Kitchener or Cambridge. But I might be wrong. I don't know.
211 East, Foreman Brown, over.
Apparently we got something coming. But yeah, we're going to go take a tour up there.
If you enter 2211 27 Dundas up, any traction restrictions over.
I don't know if that is a VA or not. Kind of called that one. That's what I'm not even gonna start. But not what I'm here for. For fuck's sakes. But whatever. We'll hang around a little bit longer and see what happens. It's already almost noon. That is fucked. I wish time went this quick at work, honestly.
The Tri-City's best rock. 107.5 Dave FM.
First test. So we're here with Constable Blundell. We're doing our tests now. I drank the night before, and we're gonna do one of those great roadside tests that usually Sally, Jesse, Raphael shows 10 years after they've happened, and then she's breaking news. But anyway, I digress. That's what we're doing right now with Constable Blundell, and I have been drinking the night before. I would probably, like most people, drive to work thinking, well, I've slept it off, I've had about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Yeah, I was hammered last night. So we are now going to find out just how hammered I was.
All right. So basically, we're going to do what we call our standardized field sobriety testing. We go through 3 tests, we check his eyes, then we're going to have him do a walk and turn test, and then we do what we call the one-leg stand. Okay, so I'll kind of rush through it. We take our time a little bit more, but basically, Daryl, take your glasses off. If you could stand with your heels and toes together, your arms at your side.
My heels
and toes together. Arms at your side, okay? Don't do anything until I tell you to. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
See this pen?
Yes.
We're going to call it a stimulus, okay? Now, what I'm going to be checking for here is what we call nystagmus. Now, if he's been drinking, a lot of times a lot of people can mask that they've been drinking by how they act. But they cannot mask nystagmus. What nystagmus is, it's the involuntary jerking of the eyes. So if I take my pen here and I take his eyes out as far as they'll go, you'll see his eyes are starting to bounce a little bit, which shows me that he's got more than 80 milligrams of alcohol in his system.
You know that just from
your eyes. Just from your eyes.
Just from a pen.
Just from a pen. Just from my pen.
And they did actually jump. When you got out to here, I went.
You can see him start to jiggle a bit. So right there, I know that.
Excuse me.
He's going to have some alcohol in his system. Not to mention, I can smell it on him, and he's admitted to it. But
I brushed my teeth. Yeah. I gargled, and I had a gum on the way in.
Okay, so I would check his eyes for nystagmus, and then I would check for vertical nystagmus as well. Where I'd watch this. Don't move your head, just your eyes. We'll bring it up there. And his eyes are bouncing just a little bit. What vertical nystagmus tells me is that he's had more alcohol in his system than what he's used to on an ordinary basis. So.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I would go through that there. Then I'm going to go through what we call our walk and turn test. So now I'm going to say, take your hands out of your pockets for me, sir. That makes me nervous because I don't know what's in your pocket.
Neither do I.
All right. So if you want to stand with your heels and toes together, arms at your side. Don't do anything until I tell you to. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
What I want you to do is put your left foot on the line. We're going to have an imaginary line there, so put your left foot on the line. Now place your right foot in front of your left foot with your right heel touching your left toe. Stay like that until I'm done with the instruction. See, now he's already starting. We never say he fails.
God, I love walls.
We say he's performing poorly. So right now, Daryl's performing a little poorly in my instructional stage.
Failing miserably.
So, what I want you to do when I tell you to, I want you to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down the line, turn around, and take 9 heel-to-toe steps coming back.
Oh, Lord.
Okay? Oh, don't do it yet. Until I tell you to. Right?
I see him failing.
What I want you to do is, when you get to the end of the line, I'm going to demonstrate here. It's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're going to 9. I want you to keep your front foot on the line and use your other foot to make several small steps to turn around in such a manner such as this. And then I want you to take 9 heel-to-toe steps, coming back.
9 that way, turn around, come back.
And 9 back. While you're doing that, I want you to count your steps out loud. Okay? If you step off the line, continue on until you finish the test. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right. When you're ready,
fail this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right?
Okay, yeah.
And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I'm going to do 9, but I'm going to go like this, right?
And then you're done. Yeah. Okay.
Did
So
I
on that
pass?
one, no, it's not a pass or fail, but you performed poorly. Because you missed a couple heel-to-toe steps on the way down.
What did I?
You're using your arms for balance, which we're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, and your turn
That's
wasn't as
that's an
described.
inner air problem.
Oh, is it? Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what a defensive attorney would say. You've been in this pretty
No,
good.
never. But my last name's Law, so I know these things.
All right, so the last one we're going to do is called the one leg stand. Okay. So what I want you to do is stand with your heels and toes together, arm at your side. Don't do anything until I tell you to. Okay. When I tell you to, I want you to lift the leg of your choice, approximately 6 inches off the ground, and I want you to look at that foot and count out loud in the following manner: 1001, 1002, 1003. Keep going until I tell you to stop. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. When you're ready, begin.
Okay. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. I'm using the ball now.
Yep.
Failed.
All right. So he performed poorly. What I would do is then, okay, he was using his arm for balance. He used the wall for balance, and he put his foot down.
I do that a
So
lot,
right there,
by the
right now, after everything that I saw with Daryl, I'd be placing him under arrest for being over 80, is what we would say for this situation, and I would take you down to the station and you would provide a couple breath samples for him.
Which I would probably fit. Wow. And that is after a night of drinking and about what? Well, about 5 hours, 5.5 hours of sleep. And I haven't had pizza yet. But that's probably not going to
That's
help.
what it is. It's an empty stomach.
Yeah, that's it. We're trying.
US recording will now start.
Yes, it will. So they were talking about having to, what did they say? Back that via up onto the north track, but they'll have to wait for 2 trains. Because on the south track, I guess, some maintenance going on that they didn't know about. So that's what they have to do. I was hoping that those 2 trains coming were going to be coming towards me, whatever direction that is. I still can't remember. But by the looks of it, they're going to be coming from the same way that via did. So I guess I'm going to move down that way and try to get some decent shots of it. So hopefully they're 2 freight. I don't see why they wouldn't be. have to fucking ruin everything.
Foreman Jacob Brown, CN 4950, 4950, East calling over.
Anyways, I came back up here to film my reasoning for leaving. Because we still gotta...
4950 East Brown over.
Still gotta head to Sports World Crossing to get that footage, and then maybe we'll go down to Galt Yard, maybe. My plan was on holidays here to kind of do a whole...
Foreman Jacob Brown, CN 4950, 4950 East calling over.
4950 East Brown over.
Good afternoon, Foreman 583 here with CN 4950. The north track, and we'll be pulling into north, do work and run around and then head back westward over.
4950 East, good into the limits, mile 33, Dundas up. North track into the north service track, Paris West, run around your chain, do all your work. Depart westward, back to 33, no other restrictions, over.
Right, that's for 950 East to enter your work limit here, mile 33, and that's the north track, into north service, run around, then back to 33. No restrictions, over?
Yeah, correct, 4950, correct, over.
Repeat, 4950 East, thank you, Foreman. Talk to you again, 583 out now.
Yeah, talk to you in a bit, brother.
Alright. Anyways, like I was trying to say... what was I gonna say? Oh yes, my plan was, while on holidays, was to kind of do a whole day of rail fanning. Normally I wouldn't be out this long, but there's been some activity, so why not?
All arms, temperature. Total axle 164, speed 38.
The more I look at this website called Kemp Wireless, who sells stuff like my Motorola refurbished, the more I realize that I've gotten a good deal on this one. I think I paid $175 for this, and it's in like mint condition. There's no scuffs or scratches or anything. I've seen some on here for like $600, $700. Craziness. And then there's a guy selling an APX 8000, which is one of the newer models that I think the police currently use. He's got it on sale, limited edition, for $3,950. The original price was $5,950. There's a guy here in Brantford who sells this kind of stuff too. I wish I knew where he got his stuff from, but he's selling an APX 7000 right now for $3,750, I think. And I'll tell you, if I had that money, I would buy it. Sounds stupid, it does, but you can't really listen to the police anymore because they're encrypted. Same with like fire and paramedic and all that, most of them. So if I were to have that radio, it would be capable probably of listening to those different frequencies and all that. This one doesn't, unfortunately. But I can still listen to fire dispatch on here. It's got Fire TAC 1, OPP, North, South, East, and West, Simcoe, Norfolk EMS. I think we already went through this, I'm not sure. Hamilton EMS. There are a bunch of different ones on here. But the only one I've ever heard anything on is be Channel 2, Zone 1. It's fire dispatch. So, but anyways, I think we're gonna head out of here and get to Sports World, get that section of the video filmed, and then we'll see if we'll go down to Galt Yard or not. But I gotta find a place to pee. Alright, we're out at my favorite spot for a quick little pit stop. Some good old public urination, which I do not like to do, but I don't want to go straight home yet, so this will have to do. Nice quiet spot out here though. I filmed a few videos out here, you know, talking about these towers and how you shouldn't climb them because they're AM transmitter towers and they'll fry you. But it's also nice out here because it's good radio reception on the Anytone here. I know it probably doesn't sound like it to you guys, but usually in the city there's a lot of noise from power lines, cell phones, Wi-Fi. Trust me, all of that will fuck with your radio. You'll hear it all. Even when I start the car, like, look. See how the top meter, there's nothing showing? Watch it as soon as I turn the key. If I had it grounded a little bit better, it wouldn't be so noisy. But trying to run wires through the underneath the dash, through the firewall, and out into the engine bay is not as easy as you'd think. To get it hardwired alone, the way it is now, was a pain in the ass. But yeah, it just shows you an example right there. I kind of wish the Motorola was a bit more active right now. Just to show you some stuff about it, but I could probably throw some clips in about that too. Fuck. I can fly. Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, I'm gonna go take care of business while nobody's around, and we'll be back and probably head out to Sports World now. Yeah, I also put new brakes on the car. And a new axle. You probably can't see it in there. No. But it needed to be done. Probably seems like I do brakes more often than most people, but sometimes that's what happens. The axle on this side, the boot broke on it, not even a year old. And I had to replace it, and the grease inside the boot got all over the rotor, and every time I hit the brakes my wheel would shake, and yeah, I couldn't deal with it anymore, so they had to go. And for some reason the passenger side was sticking. When the caliper closed, it wouldn't open up again. So whenever I'd lightly tap the brakes, it would always jerk my steering wheel off to the right. So it needed to be done. Alright, let's head to Sports World. I know I keep saying it, but I should really get there before the rush hour bullshit starts. It is a Thursday after all. It's not like it's a weekend, so we're gonna head there now. That didn't go as planned. Over there in that farthest corner right there, that used to be the studio. Looks like they're gutting the inside too. I always think that the parking lot is further over that way, the one that I'm in right now, but it's not. Over there is a bunch of just junk, and then it goes down into grass. I wish they made the parking lot a bit more that way, because then it would be easier to film this location, but it's not. Unless they go down to the back of the sushi restaurant. But yeah, this is it. This is Sports World Crossing. As Craig Fee used to call it, Sports Dump Crossing.
We also have, see, this is why it's so interesting to work here at Sports Dump Crossing. Oh, this window here, there's a Porsche that's now obscured by a truck. But with that Porsche out
There you are.
I was making the comment to Sister of the Dex when she called in on the Triple T and the TC today, that if she wants to toke in the parking lot, that's the best place to do it, so that she can be seen from here. At the same time, she can also be involved in what people do in our parking lot, because there's all sorts of great things that happen here, right?
It's quite nature at times.
It can be, yeah.
Especially that lovely tree over there that people love to love.
Yes. There's the Tree of Love, and then there's the world's largest urinal as well. And so anyway, J.O. Sean says, Craigles tells Sister the Dex to park near the Porsche to toke.
It is kind of a dump now that the station's gone. Yeah, there used to be a big antenna up there somewhere up there. Or it could have been over this way more, but I think it was there. Because that's just where the station was. Right there. That's where we were doing that virtual tour. And up in those empty spots of the windows that used to be where the signs were for the station, the names and all that, it would be pretty awesome if I could get inside of there, get some permission or whatever, but I fucking doubt that. But maybe we'll go down to the sushi restaurant parking lot and we'll see if we can get some better footage. Because yeah, can't really get much from up here.
The best. We are 107.5 Dave Rocks, a Chorus radio station.
Yeah, they got the blinds all closed up front here. Over there was the 91.5 The Beat studio. Over here was Dave Rocks. All gone. What a shame. I'd like to get out and walk up over there, but fuck, man, it's busy around here. I don't know, I went up and got some somewhat closer footage. Wasn't much, it's kind of sunny out, so I couldn't really see the screen. Or it was sunny for like a second. But, and that gate is right there, so I kind of had to try to film through that, but yeah, it'd be cool to get in there and do a little walk around, but that never happens. Even if you ask for permission, they're always, oh no, can't do that. So, I don't know, that would be nice, be cool. But yeah, it's a shame it's gone. I don't know where they went, or even if they did stay in Kitchener or Cambridge or whatever, or the Waterloo region. Like, my thoughts and my speculations are that they did relocate somewhere else to a different city possibly, or just they're gone but they're still broadcasting from somewhere and they just aren't telling anybody. I don't even think anybody really knows about this, to be honest. I just happened to look over and see it. I think I was right over there coming down the highway and I looked over. And the first thing I noticed was the signs that weren't in the window anymore. And that big antenna on top, I noticed that was gone. So, I know you guys are probably like, oh, I thought this was a rail fanning channel. Why are we paying so much attention to FM radio now? Well, it's not really just a rail fanning channel anymore. I kind of got rid of that. It's kind of a whatever the fuck I want to film channel. So if I want to talk and film this, talk about and film this, then I will. For it being such a local part of the community and all that, and to just be gone, it's kind of a shame, honestly. So I don't know. And it gives us something else to talk about, a little bit of a variety, something that people don't really put much mind into or pay attention to as much. I'm the one talking about it. Nobody else is. The only time when anybody ever gave a shit or talked about this whole I'm going to call it the downfall of Dave Rocks, was when Morning Buzz got fired and got replaced by Taz and Jim, and when Simon McGee got fired. Since now, there's still some people that say bring back Simon and whatnot, and that's about it. Nobody's talking about how it's just gone. Literally just gone. And I don't know, maybe a couple months down the road I'll find out that they're still here in the region. But for now, my speculation is that they're not, so that's all I got to say. It would be really cool though if I could run into a contractor and get my ass in there. I'd love to do a walk around, I'd love it. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So, oh well. You know what to do.